Hey everyone, it is Dave. Welcome in to another edition of Culling My Collection. This is going to be a first on this channel. I know it's pretty early in the channel anyway, but I do have my very first unboxing video because not only am I culling books to get rid of, I'm buying more books. This week I got a shipment from the Mysterious Bookstore in New York City, so I'm going to go ahead and show you what I got. I am super upset because I cannot find the right razor blade that I use to open boxes, but I do have a trusty knife, so I'm going to go ahead and open the box up. Be careful. Keep your fingers out from under the blade. All right. And put the knife in a safe space. All right, so extra piece of cardboard and everything. We got, that's the way it came packed. I should have gotten 4 books. And I got what's so exciting. So let me tell you about the Mysterious Bookstore. The Mysterious Bookstore started in New York in the 1970s by this guy, Otto Penzler. And Otto Penzler, with my interaction with him, has been the coolest guy. He's kind of this older guy now. He's in his 80s. And he literally had a collection of books that was 60,000 books in his, I'm going to call it a mansion because it was a big house up in Connecticut. He has since sold off his book collections, which have been mystery and then spy and espionage. And so he runs the Mysterious Bookstore and also some publishing houses. And they publish, of course, mystery books. And every week you can sign up for their weekly newsletter. And at the very bottom of that, we'll have kind of rare and valuable books that they're selling. And then once a month, usually the first Friday of the month, I believe it is, it has the Sherlock Holmes collection. And so those are usually pretty good too. I did get to speak to him one time on the phone because there was something that they just put out an email blast. Hey, we have some things that are really cool. Give us a call. I got to talk to Otto, and it was just like, it was right before Christmas last year. And so that would have been like early December 2025. And that really capped off a superb year for me. That it was so much fun to talk with him, just because he was this incredible hero type of person. And a person who loved books, who opened up a bookstore, who had a great collection of books, knew a lot, is a big Sherlock Holmes fan, knows all the mystery authors, and just the coolest guy. So I'm really happy I got to speak with him. And then on this order, I did get to email with him back and forth a couple of times. So let's go ahead and open the first 2. We got bubble wrap and we've got tape. I'm not sure which is going to be the more difficult one to deal with, but here we go. And so I am a big collector of Lawrence Block. I love Lawrence Block because he is a stamp collector. And what's great about it, and I'll show you, that's actually these books over here, a whole bunch of them. He has the Burglar series, and then he has the Hitman series. I love them both. They're both really, really good. The one that I picked up, the Burglar who studied Spinoza. I'm not Bill, but this is signed for Bill. Best as always, Lawrence Block. It is a first edition. I'll read a little bit of the jacket title here. Lord, what a feeling. I am grateful there isn't something even more despicable than burglary that gives me that feeling because I probably wouldn't be able to resist it. Oh, I'm a pro, all right, and I do it for the money, but let's not kid ourselves. I draw such an intense charge out of it, it's a wonder lamps don't dim all over the city when I let myself into somebody else's abode. I don't like criminals. I don't like being one myself, but I also love to steal. What a great intro. This is, let's see when this came out. It is by Random House. First edition, 1980. So, what was that, 45 years ago? Ooh, that was a long time ago. But I do remember 1980 very, very well. So, great book. I love the Mylar jacket or protector over the dust jacket. And this is also a winner of the Nero Wolfe Award for the Best Mystery Novel of 1979. So even though the publishing date is 1980, must have got an early copy, I guess. All right, let's put that over here. The second one I got, H.P. Lovecraft, Pulptime. This is by P.H. Cannon, an apocryphal tale of H.P. Lovecraft and his friends, as if narrated by Frank Belknap Long, Jr. Kind of a thin volume, nice dust jacket. I can tell you this one cost me $65. We've got it signed by the author and also, I don't even know if you can see that. It is signed by the author and it is also signed by the artist. The afterword is by Robert Bloch, and it's about 100 pages in length. So not a very long book, but I've heard a lot about it. I was really excited to get it, and we'll put that over here on the pile. And then we've got two more books, and then we'll get rid of this box here. So, and actually, hold on. Receipt. Get rid of this box here. More tape. And you always want to be careful with the tape because you don't want it to catch on any of the dust jackets or anything like that. So the other things I got, The Crime of Our Lives by Lawrence Bloch. Signed by Lawrence Bloch. And then this, let's see. Has a list of all the major authors. So Mary Higgins Clark, Raymond Chandler, Frederick Brown, Dashiell Hammett, Evan Hunter, Robert B. Parker, Edgar Allan Poe, Mickey Spillane, Ross Thomas, Donald Westlake, and it gives a little synopsis about each of these individuals. There's the chapter on Raymond Chandler. All right. The last book, guess what? On Raymond Chandler. I know we just did Raymond Chandler video the other night. This one is called A Literary Reference. And it just goes through his life. Chandler before the pulps, his college time, writing in London, Los Angeles and the war, early novels, apprenticeship, and whereas Pulptime was a very short novel, this is about 350 pages. So what I really like about it though, heavily illustrated. Lots of pictures. Humphrey Bogart, Lauren Bacall. If you have not seen The Big Sleep, it is just a phenomenal film. Playback. Yeah, so cool. And he lived down in San Diego in La Jolla. I have his address, and I would love to stop by his home sometime. Obviously, he's not around anymore, but I think it would be cool just to be in that space. But that was the unboxing. Those are the 4 books I got, and I'm definitely going to get more. There was one other in their newsletter that came out today that I was like, oh, why couldn't I have just waited 1 week to grab the book that came out today? Anyway, that's it. Just a quick video tonight. I'm probably looking at doing another Sherlock Holmes video as my next video. So that'll be out in a couple of days.